The new year is coming, 2021 is almost over, and we are going into 2022 strong, with Apex still bumping with players and new content coming out fairly regularly. But there were a few tweets that got me thinking about Apex past and what it used to be and what it's become, and also what will the future of Apex be looking like. So hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest, 8-Second Gaming, and in today's video I'm going to be going over some stuff that happened this year in Apex and what's going to be coming soon. But before I do that, I just want to say, if you enjoy this video, please drop a thumbs up, it helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that sub button and ring the bell to be notified when we post new videos. But with that out of the way, let's talk about some of the stuff that happened in Apex, and one of those things being from the Apex official Twitter, where they did a yearly recap style showing some of the stats of the game. Those stats being 22 billion legends killed, 446 million of those being with a Mozambique, 5.5 billion legends revived and only 1 billion respawned, 16 billion ultimates used. That seems really low because some characters like Octane can spam ults out like crazy, 27 million Nessies placed, and most wholesomely 175 million thank yous. And this was really interesting to look back on this year. I thought a couple of them seemed really low, like out of 22 billion kills, only 1 billion got respawned, kinda threw me off. But it is really nice to see that Respawn is tracking these and actually pays attention to some of the stuff that is going on in their game to make these yearly recaps. But after that, I saw another post from Alpha Intel, one of the main Apex news Twitters, and it got me in the feels remembering all the times I had with Apex in 2021. There were 4 new legends, 1 new mode being arenas, 1 new map Storm Point, 5 major events, 5 new heirlooms, 3 town takeovers, and of course 1 Watson buff. Lots of exciting and amazing stuff was added in 2021, but now what's in store for 2022? Respawn has said that they want Apex to be a staple game in the market for 10 years to come, and the only way to do that is to have a game be fresh and have new updates coming in constantly, or just be CSGO with a cult fan base. Well, a few days ago, Josh Medina, a dev for Respawn, tweeted out that he's going on holidays and asked the player base what kind of stuff they wanted to see from Apex when he returns. He did clarify that cross progression, one of the most asked for things in the game since Apex came out, is being worked on. They have said multiple times on multiple platforms that cross progression isn't as easy as people think, and they're having some issues with it. I'm not a programmer, I'm just some guy who plays Apex way too much, so I don't know what kind of issues they could be running into. But cross progression should be coming sometime in 2022, so if you came from console to PC, don't worry, you'll have all your old stuff soon enough. He also stated that next gen console support was coming out. I had no idea people were actually able to get their hands on stuff like a PlayStation 5. I thought they were just fairy tales and the only people who had them were scalpers. But how wrong I was. So for the like 6 or 7 people who have managed to get their hands on one, I'm sure this will be a nice update for them. But the most important part of this tweet are the replies, because this is where the player base of Apex has been able to chime in and get their thoughts on what kind of stuff should be added to Apex. And one of it is just asking for more LTMs. In Season 11, we were promised new, never before seen LTMs, and that isn't going to be happening. We did do a video covering the devs of Respawn lying about this, so I don't want to go too far into detail here. If you're curious about that, just go check out our other video on the channel. But what I do want to talk about is what game modes we could be seeing come into Apex. Apex has already done a lot of game modes. One where the ring never stops moving, one where your teammates spawn back in if you're still alive after a certain amount of time, solos, Winter Express, even duos started out as an LTM. There are tons more, but those are just a few examples. So what could Respawn be planning? Well, my theory is all the leaked data on control themed games, and even the stuff we see in the Apex mobile beta, where it's more of a COD style arena shooter with unlockable perks and choosing your own loadout beforehand, may be coming to Apex as an LTM. Getting a feel for the players who are interested and seeing if there's enough love for them to introduce it as a full-time game mode, kind of like arenas. But this is just my theory on it, and who knows what they have planned, but I love Apex LTMs and can't wait to see what they bring in next. But now going back to the replies on the tweet, the other most asked for things revolve around ranked in Apex. Right now, as it stands, Apex ranked has a really bad system. It may be good as far as Battle Royale ranked modes go, but it is very flawed. So most high ranked players are asking for a new new, better system, one that rewards smarter plays and deters players from just running around and not caring. One of the biggest things asked for over the years is ranked demotion. Currently in Apex, if you are say Diamond 4 and lose enough points that would put you back in Platinum, you get tiered demotion protection, so you're fine. And this causes a lot of issues because players who max out in certain ranks and have nothing to lose just don't care and cause the lobby quality to go down. If you can't demote from your rank, you'll have more at stake and cause players to take games more seriously, making better quality lobbies. And for most players, the grind isn't really rewarding right now. It doesn't matter if you finish say 750 or number 1 in Predator, you get the same rewards no matter what. So there isn't much drive for players to grind that top spot. Players just want something to reward them for putting more time and effort in to get higher on the ladders, and I don't think that's asking a lot. There have been a few players that have hit number 1 Pred that said they don't intend on going for it again because it wasn't as rewarding as they thought it would be. So what could Respawn add to make it more rewarding? Well, there are a few options. One being on the gun charm or the badge, show what number you actually got in that season. So if you make it to number 1 Pred, you'll have a gun charm saying number 1. This is a small update that Respawn could easily put in, and I don't know why they haven't done it yet. But another one that could be a little bit harder to implement would be IRL rewards, where say even the top 20 Predators from that split get sent something from Respawn. In the past, League of Legends has done this where they used to send out jackets and backpacks to the people that hit Challenger. This would be an extra layer of rewards, but it would really entice players to actually push for that spot on the ladder a little bit harder. So now I turn to you. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys want to see in Apex, and do you want to see better ranked rewards? In order for Apex to be around for 10 years, the game devs are gonna have to put in what the player base wants, otherwise they will slowly bleed players to other games until Apex becomes another Titanfall and just gets shut down. But that's gonna be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to drop a thumbs up and don't forget to smash that sub button and ring the bell to be notified when we post new videos. We do daily, highly educational Apex Legends content that you do not want to miss out on. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming, and I will see you in the next one.